Good morning, guys. It's Thursday, and so I've been up for a little while, and this morning I just had breakfast. I filmed my Reborn doll theme Thursday video and edited it and got it uploaded and published and all that good stuff. And now I am on my way to the Eaton Center to go to the American Girl store because Canada finally got the new Welly Wisher dolls in. They've been in the US for a while now. I don't know, like maybe about a month or so. And finally they brought them to Canada. They also have the new mix and match outfits in that I want to look at. So basically I just wanted to go and see the Welly Wishers in person, see what they're like, see if maybe I want to get one in the future. Definitely not today. I don't really have the space for it. But just something to like do. And I always like to do this on a day that I'm going to the Lupus Clinic because the Eaton Center is quite close to the Lupus Clinic. I just have to take a streetcar from the Eaton Center to my doctor's. And so it's kind of become my thing now that every 3 months when I go to the Lupus Clinic, if my appointment is in the late afternoon, I make a trip to the Eaton Center to the American Girl place. So it kind of gives me something positive to look forward to other than just going to the doctor, which can sometimes be a drag. So it just kind of helps the day go by and gives me something fun to look forward to. And so that is my plan. I'm leaving a half hour later than I intended to, so I hope I have enough time to look at everything before I have to head on over to my doctor's. So we'll see how that goes. So today I'm hoping to get the results of the 24-hour urine collection. According to the lab, when I turned it in, they said that it should be ready and available for my doctor today to see the results. So I'm hoping to get that done because I really am looking for some answers at this point. My ankles and feet and my legs keep swelling. My right knee right now is super swollen. So I'm hoping that it will still be that way when I get there so that they can see the swelling in my knee. My joints in my hands have been stiff since I woke up. It's not as stiff now, but I kind of took note of how long the stiffness lasted because usually that's one of the questions they always ask. They usually will ask, do you have stiffness in the morning? And if so, how long does it last? So I really made sure to make a mental note. I was watching the clock so that I can give them accurate information. Also, what else did I do? Yeah, so I just paid attention to that, and I paid attention to like any joint pain just to see if it went away or if it lasted or whatever. So I'm more equipped to give them the information they need, which just reminds me that I forgot to do one thing, and that is to check if I need any refills on prescriptions. So I'll probably be leaving in about 10 minutes now. So I'm a little bit behind schedule, but I should still have time to look at the American Girl store. I'll just have to do it quickly. But I got to get that done. I got to check to see if I need prescriptions refilled because I tend to forget about it. And then, like, they can do it over the phone, but I just find it easier to just get it all written up in one appointment. So, yeah, so come along with me and we'll have a look at the American Girl stuff. And hopefully I will have some news for you guys after my appointment as to what is going on and what is causing this swelling. So, fingers crossed. So I'm pretty disappointed because so far I haven't seen any Welly Wishers. I'm thinking maybe they're going to be at the bigger American Girl store at Yorkdale, because I think that one's a little bit bigger than this one. Yeah, I've been through the whole store and no Welly Wishers, but they do have the mix and match outfits, so I'm gonna shop for those, but I was really hoping to see the Welly Wishers in person. Okay guys, so I found Welly Wishers. They are in a totally different section. They're not even in the American Girl shop. They're just in with all the other dolls and toys section of Indigo. So for any Canadians looking for the Welly Wishers, they are in with the posh dolls and dolls, like in the toy sections. So they have Camille, they have Emerson, they have Kendall, Ashlyn. They don't have Willa in stock. So they're all in boxes, so you can't really get a good look at them. They're not out in the open. So that's unfortunate. Like, it's not like in the American Girl shop where they have them on display. They're just in the boxes. And like, they're high up on a shelf. I can't even like reach half of them. But I did look, and the Indigo at Yorkdale Mall has Willa in stock. So I think I'm gonna make a trip there one day just to get some more looks at it. So unfortunately I couldn't show you guys too much on film because the boxes are too high up. Okay, so I managed to get Ashlyn down so that you guys could see her up close. And it's a little bit more quiet now, so you guys can see all the different accessories. Brush, the hairbrush is really cute. They have the PJs, I got princess outfits, so you can see how much smaller, like look how small the box is. They are, I think I read they're 14-inch dolls, I think. So there's Emerson, Camille, Kendall. So that is the new Welly Wishers. Okay, here's Camille up close. She has a little freckle or mole or whatever you want to call it. The eyes stay open. And the body isn't cloth, it's vinyl. So that's what they look like. And for Canadians wanting to know, they retail for $74.95. And they also have the princess dress. Okay, so now it's off to the Lupus Clinic. So apparently things got screwed up with my appointment. I was supposed to have my appointment at 3:15, but 2 days ago I got a phone call asking if I could come at 2:30. So I did come for 2:30, but they said that that wasn't confirmed, and so I'm not on the list for 2:30, I'm on the list for 3:15. So I have 45 minutes to kill, so I decided to get myself some mac and cheese to eat while I wait. I'm not very happy, but I am happy about this. Yep. I got some stuff from American Girl and I can't wait to show you guys. And I see a hair on my lens, so I apologize if there is a line going through the picture like that. Hey guys. Oh, I'm home. Well, I've been home for a while now. A few hours actually. But I haven't vlogged because I did not have a good afternoon at the doctor's. And I'll get into it in a minute. I'll tell you guys about what happened. But I just had to come home and get my feet propped up. So I've had them on these pillows for the night. But a couple hours after dinner, my stomach started to feel weird, and now I just feel really, really sick. And so before Alex went to bed, he gave me gravel, but it hasn't helped yet, and I'm supposed to be going to bed, but because I have work tomorrow, but I keep feeling like I'm gonna throw up, and I hate throwing up. I don't want to throw up. I know sometimes it ends up making you feel better in the end, but I just hate it. I hate throwing up. So I've just been sitting here. I did run to the bathroom at one point because I thought I was going to, and then it passed. But my stomach feels like I keep getting cramps, but then it's mostly just like really like a nauseous feeling, and it's not good. So I haven't vlogged what happened at the appointment. I'm going to try to talk about my appointment, but I may end up having to stop at some point to run to the bathroom. Okay. It's one of those nauseating feelings that I get where movement makes it worse. So I'm trying not to move. Okay. I'm just going to sit back for a minute. Oh, and I'm also in pain, which doesn't help either. Okay. I'm going to put my feet up on the coffee table. Okay. Okay, so basically, I am not a happy camper about my appointment because, as I told you guys, they screwed up first off because they called to change it to an earlier time, and I went for that earlier time, and then they told me that I wasn't slated in that earlier time. So I had to kill 45 minutes, and I go back, and I waited in the waiting room. Sorry, guys. Oh, okay. I waited in the waiting room for like another hour. So technically, I had to wait 2 hours to get into my appointment. And I go in, and this fellow doctor that I've been seeing the last few visits, like I think this is my 4th time seeing him now. From the very first time I saw him, I didn't like him. He always seems to rush through my appointments, and he cuts me off a lot when I'm trying to ask him questions or tell him things. Really annoying, but this time it was by far the worst. I think because they were behind schedule and it was coming up to the end of the day, he was just trying to like rush the rest of the patients through. So we went over everything. I told him that I've done my 3rd injection of methotrexate. So he said it's still kind of too soon to know if that dose is helping. Although from what I told him about my joint pain and what he saw during examination, he thinks it might be starting to help my pain a little bit, because like the last time when he was bending my wrists and fingers, there was a lot more pain, and this time there was only like one finger that I felt pain in. However, I also felt like he wasn't giving me a full proper exam. Like even when he like felt my neck and my throat, he literally just went like this, and that was it. And I'm like, what in the world was that? I then proceeded to tell him about the swelling, which, I also asked why they had ordered the 24-hour urine sample. And he said it was because my last urine test showed a bit of protein. So given the fact that I had a history of kidney problems, they didn't want to play around with that. So they ordered the 24-hour urine collection, and apparently it was normal. So, I mean, I guess that's a good thing. Like, my kidneys are okay. However, the kidney issue is the one issue that is making them question this whole diagnosis. So it was kind of frustrating that that piece wasn't there for them. But I'm glad that my kidneys are fine. So after he examined me, he's like, well, you seem to be on the right track and you seem to be doing a lot better than last time. And I said to him, like, well, what about all this swelling? And he's like, where? And I'm like, I just told you, in my ankles, my feet, and my legs, and my right knee. So he looks at my right knee, and he's like, is there swelling now? And I go, and I'm thinking, shouldn't you be able to see it? Because I can clearly see it, and I can feel it. And I told him, yes, I feel the swelling, because whenever I have swelling in these areas, my skin gets very tight, and so my movements are restricted. And I said, it's not necessarily a lot of pain involved with it. It's like an aching, but it's mostly just like an uncomfortable feeling because my skin is tight, and so my movement is restricted. And I'm like, I feel like my feet and my ankles right now are swollen. And he looked at them, but he didn't really look at them. He pressed on my leg to see if I had pitting, which, if you guys don't know what pitting is, it's like if you have really bad swelling, they press down on your leg with their finger and to see the imprint that it leaves. And depending on how deep the imprint is, it tells them how swollen you are. And also like how long it takes for that imprint to go away. So he saw that I did have some pitting, but not really bad pitting. So he said, well, it can't be your kidneys because your kidney function was normal on the urine sample. So he seems to think it's the Adalat that I've been taking for Raynaud's, which I've been taking for like 2 or 3 years. And so he was, which I was kind of surprised it would take that long to start having side effects, but he said it can happen. So he's like, I think you should stop taking it, and see if the swelling gets better. And then if it doesn't, they will probably talk to my cardiologist about seeing if I can get off of verapamil. For my heart condition, because verapamil can also cause swelling in the legs and the feet. So I'm going to stop taking the Adalat, and I hope and pray that it helps. But he said that they don't want to see me back for like another 3 months, but I'm telling you guys right now, if the swelling doesn't go away within like a week or 2, I'm going to be back there, because there's no way I'm going to wait 3 months with this swelling. It's just not happening, because it's really affecting my ability to walk and to just do a lot of stuff. And then like my main doctor that I usually see is Dr. Urowitz or Dr. Gladman. Both of them are on vacation. And so they had another doctor in their place who I've never seen before. And he came in and he said pretty much the same thing and said, well, you know, hopefully this will help. And that was that. And then I had to go and get my blood work that I always get when I go there. And usually the nurse there is really great with blood work, because I've told you guys how I have hard veins to find. She is so good. She usually finds it on the first try, and a lot of the times it doesn't even hurt when she does it. She's been fantastic since day one. Well, I don't know what happened today, but she had to poke me twice. So that just was like the icing on the cake, you know, like the last straw. I was just like so done and just wanted to get home. And I was just really frustrated. So I just feel like I'm really no further ahead except for the fact that they want me to try stopping this medication. So I'm hoping that that will be the culprit and it will just go away. But otherwise, like, if it doesn't, like, I'm back there because it's affecting me at work. Like, even if it's not painful, it's a restricted feeling in my legs. And so when I'm walking, like, I'm shuffling or like limping, and it's just not good. Well, guys, I just threw up a whole bunch. Oh my gosh. I had to like suddenly go to the bathroom, if you catch my drift. I don't want to get too graphic. And I'm on the toilet going, and I suddenly feel like I'm going to puke. And so I was like yelling to Alex to come and get the bucket because I couldn't get off the toilet to puke in the toilet. So I don't know what's going on, because anytime I have had the runs and puking at the exact same moment has been when I catch the Norwalk virus. So I've had that twice. So I don't know if that's what's going on. I really hope not. So now I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do about work tomorrow, because I called in sick last Friday, and I really hate to call in sick again. But at the same time, I don't know what this is. I don't know if it's the methotrexate. I don't know if it's something I ate, or I don't know if it's something contagious. And they have a newborn baby at the house, so I don't want to get anyone sick if it is contagious. So I'm like really bad timing. Really bad timing. So I don't know what I'm going to do, but I think I'm going to end this video here because I do not know what the rest of my evening holds in store for me. And I'm trying to decide whether I should go to bed or not, because my stomach still doesn't feel quite right and I want to be close to the bathroom. Oh, goodness me. Never a dull moment. Never a dull moment. But on the plus side, my kidneys are fine. And I went to the American Girl place and I did some shopping. So, I will definitely do a separate haul video when I'm feeling up to it. And there probably will not be a Sing With Me Friday tomorrow if I keep on feeling this way. Alright, guys, well, thanks so much for coming with me today on my crazy day. Alright, guys, I'm going to sign off now. Thanks for watching. I hope you all are having a better night than I am. And I hope this goes away soon. We'll see you in the next video. Bye, everybody. I don't remember where she put it the last time. Okay. I'll just go all over.